Peace, what's going on? It's your brother Truck. It's another edition of Street Talk, coming live from Brooklyn. Now, there was a mass shooting yesterday in the Bronx. A doctor lost his job 2 years ago for inappropriate putting cell phones up the nurses' dresses. And he told them that he was going to be back. It took 2 years. And he told them he was going to come back, and he did. Now, the sad thing about it, the doctor that he was after wasn't there. And he shot an innocent doctor that died, which was a female, and shot some innocent people. Now, this thing he did was not right. You don't take that type of approach when you lose your job for doing something wrong. You touch women like that, and you have to pay the piper. You got to pay the price. But there's a lot of people right now that's losing their jobs for no reason. They're losing their jobs because they're doing the right thing, and when they report it to the big bosses, for some reason, the big bosses don't want them to say anything, so they end up screwing with them on the job. They do a lot of stuff they're not supposed to do. They, antagonize the workers, and then they fire them, or they lay them off. And you have a lot of people that do come back and end up shooting up everybody. They call it being postal. Now, I'm not saying that's right. But right now, we're living in 2017. Rent is going up. Food is going up. Everything is going up except your paycheck. And people right now are struggling. And, people are losing their mind. They're going to flip out, which is not the right thing to do. If you believe in the Most High, He'll make a way for you. But, it's frustrating that, rent is $2,000 a month, and a job has a nerve to pay you $15 an hour. There's no way you're going to be able to pay your rent, your gas, electric, cable, Wi-Fi, cell phone, buy food for yourself, clothes, and if you have kids, all for $15 an hour at an apartment that costs $2,000 a month. This whole thing is a setup. They've been setting us up for years because they want to call martial law, and they're pushing everything they can do to get martial law. They keep raising prices. Your paycheck never raises. Now you go crazy. You go out there and you rob and you steal, you sell drugs, you stick people up. And then that's when the martial law comes in. The government are the biggest drug dealers, the biggest gangsters, the biggest murderers to ever walk the face of God's green earth. And that's just the way it is. You can't escape that. The government is wicked, and the government is the one that promotes racism, prejudice, whatever you want to call it. The government does this, and we fall for it hook, line, and sinker. The government has a plan for America. But unfortunately, there's a lot of minorities and non-minorities that don't see it this way. They put this man, Donald Trump, into office. Donald Trump lied to people as Barack Obama, as George Bush, as Bill Clinton. This is why we call it back in 1980s politics. Politics, they trick you into thinking they're going to do stuff for you, and we're the pawns. When we put them in office, that's when they do what they want to do. So they trick you. That's why we used to call it politics. But a lot of people, they don't really research and do their studies on governmency and prejudice, how you would call presidency. So this man flipped out. He was wrong for what he did. But there's going to be a lot of people right now that's going to lose their jobs. And the same thing is going to happen. This is not the first time this happened. And it's going to get worse. You know, I have a lot of friends that went through a lot of nonsense and was harassed on their jobs for doing the right thing. So we have to really think and put our minds together and figure out how can we escape this, because it's going to get worse. It's going to get bad. You're going to see more mass killings, more robberies, more drug selling, and more stick-ups, as they would say. It's going to get bad. So you need to really think what I'm saying, research, maybe try to grow some food, get together with some brothers and sisters and try to, you know, open up your own little farmers markets or food pantries, and, you know, to make sure that your siblings and maybe your neighbors and close friends and family will be okay. Because in the days to come, it's going to get worse. This is Truck. Peace. Street Talk.